Hello and welcome to part 2 of Let's Get a Car Working. So, if you are just joining us for the first time, this is a 1954 Willys, however you pronounce it, Aero Eagle Custom. About 74,000 miles on it. What we did last time, if we look under the hood, we took the head off, which it's over there sitting on that cardboard. There's the gasket and all the bolts and all that fun stuff, the distributor. We covered it up, but got all the valves unfrozen. All the cylinders are pretty much okay. They're not bad, anyway. Need to do work on the carburetor still, but it's kind of a last-ditch thing. The electrical is good. We did hook up the battery. The engine does turn over on the starter. It does not run yet, so we have not had a chance to check the fuel pump. The fuel tank definitely needs to be dropped and cleaned a little bit, but otherwise the other thing I did, probably won't be able to see it, I put an air freshener in here. It doesn't really help all that much. It currently now smells like air freshener and old, so I'm gonna clean up the car a little bit. I'm gonna open it up, air it out a little bit. As far as parts, we do have some parts coming. Mostly the brakes. We have no brake anything, pretty much. So we're actually taking a trip tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll take video or not. If I do, you'll see it on this video. If I don't, you won't. Supposedly we can get at least some of the parts we need, so that'll be nice if we can do that. Then next week we'll start getting some serious work done instead of just a little bit of work. But the brakes need to be completely redone. But yeah, like I said, today brought a bucket and a sponge. We're gonna clean this thing a little bit. I'm gonna pull it outside here, and well, first I gotta get it off. There's jack stands, but need to get it off that. Gotta put all that junk somewhere, and then move it out there, get some water, get some soap, and clean this thing off. So tomorrow, I think we're probably going to get pretty close to getting this thing at least hopefully running. If we come, first of all, we got more jack stands. We need taller ones, and everywhere was out of them. Got a creeper. That's not new, but we got the head gasket. And there's also I think that's for the water pump. Actually, put this on the table. So tomorrow we are going to put that on. You can see here's the old head gasket. Not cracked or anything. No real. I mean, there's some carbon on there, but nothing too horrible, really. But new one will be going on, and hopefully we got to go get spark plugs and wires. We thought we had wires for this car, but we don't know where they are. So I got to go get those. Pop the head back on, torque everything down. Which reminds me, I need to bring my torque wrench tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. All right, ready?
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Try it again. Let me see if we're getting any spark. Turn it over. We're not getting any spark. So, hang on just a minute. I thought this coil might not function. Guess we can go.
Steal the one off the Darren.
So hang on. Just turn the key on.
It's on.
Okay. Alright, just turn the key off.
Whoops. All right.
Alright, so what we need to do is you need to go get the coil. Anything? No?
No.
Turn the key. Nothing?
There we go.
Alright, so
I got the amp light on.
is it in neutral?
Yep.
Whatever it's supposed to be to start it?
Yep.
Alright, turn the key and see if it turns over. Ain't turning over much faster. Turn the key off. So we're not getting a good connection here again. Is that it?
No, that it just threw me off because the compressor kicked on.
Turn the key off.
It's off.
Try it again. See if we're getting a spark. Yeah, we're getting a little spark there. Okay, roll it over. Run it over again. Probably need to spin a little more in that. I think what we're going to do is I'll bring my battery over tomorrow. But I don't think it's going to go. We'll try it again. This will work.
You want to try it off the truck one more time?
We can. I don't think it's going to do anything. It hardly did anything before.
It's up to you. Okay.
I think the cables are just too long, so we're losing it. Right now. Hold it. Alright, wind it over. We're not getting it. Turn it over. Yeah, we're not getting any spark in it.
Ready?
Yeah. Do it again. For some reason, either this is not the right cap. I wonder whether we should go get your dad's cap. Well, we gotta do something.
Right.
We don't have any other caps, but there's something. It's not getting. if I go right from the coil to the plug, it gets
It sparks.
But if I put it in the distributor, it doesn't spark. So I guess we need to run over and go get that. Get his cap.
All right.
All right, give it a shot.
You want to move that WD-40 or is it fine there?
I don't think it hurt.
Ready?
Yeah, do that. All right, you got the key on?
It's on. It's close.
It isn't kicking.
Still on or turn it off?
Turn it off.
Off. Here we go. Huh? There was something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep it grinding over.
Oh.
Try it again. Seemed like it was kind of,
It was trying.
yeah, it was, and I don't know. Go ahead again. Kind of locking itself up. I don't like that. Okay, boom, right there. Now try start. Try again. Try it again.
It's so close.
Yeah, it really is. Are you still pressing on the throttle or no?
No.
Okay, press on the throttle.
Just a little bit again?
About half. Yeah, part way.
How's-
That's good right there.
All right.
Go ahead. Hang on. Go ahead. Now it's trying to lock up. Try it again. Like it. Go ahead. Alright. Let's check this firing order one more time. Alright, let's shut it off. We knew it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Alright, now what we want to do is hook up my thing so that we get fuel. Cool!
Well,
How cool is that?
this was something, I mean,
Well,
it was something relatively stupid.
it kept kicking against itself, and I thought to myself, something isn't right. Did you probably didn't pay much attention? You didn't see oil pressure or anything like that.
No, I wasn't.
Look under the car and see if is there any oil underneath here? Dripping from anywhere, leaking from anywhere?
I don't see anything.
Okay. Wherever the oil pressure gauge is,
Yeah.
I need you to look at that immediately.
All right. over there next to the amps.
All right, so here's what you need to do: pump the accelerator a couple times, and then let's see if start it.
Start.
Yep. Do it again.
Does have pressure.
Huh?
It does have pressure.
Oh, okay, cool. Try it. Push the pedal part way.
Like halfway,
Yeah, a little bit.
right?
Go ahead. Pressure.
40. Woo! Woo!
You knew it was gonna smoke.
Oh yeah.
I think the neighbor ain't gonna like that. Let's let it clear out.
Wow.
That's a lot of smoke.
That was running good though. Ooh.
Well, everything is wet with oil.
Right.
Ow.
Whew. So let's start to like curl back into the car.
It's definitely gonna smoke a bit. I'm glad we got oil pressure. That's good. I didn't see anything leaking underneath. I think it's just soap. You know, we sprayed all kinds of shit on it. Hey, Tyler.
Well, we got it further than we did 7 years ago.
Oh no, it's going. Sorry, but we got the important part running.
It took half the parts for years to do it, but
But we got it. Wow.
yeah, the oil pressure stayed pretty steady, about 40.
Oh, that's. I just wanted to make sure it had oil pressure,
Right.
and I didn't see anything pouring out from underneath. It gets hot pretty fast, you know.
Oh yeah. Especially with no water in it.
Yeah. But I figured it can run a little.
Oh yeah.
That's not gonna hurt. All right.
Well, now what?
Well, not a lot.
Well, yeah. Want to go get something to eat?
That would be good.
Let it cool off a little bit. All right. Well, as you saw yesterday, this thing works. There's a couple things that I didn't really say much about. These wires are not really the ones that are supposed to be on it, but they work. We took them. That was one of the things we took off the Darren. The distributor cap came off the Darren. The coil came off the Darren. We have the coil now, so this one will be going away. The plugs are good. Carburetor, we have a kit for it, but I don't really think we're gonna need it. It runs almost perfect. One thing you might be able to see, I know it's kind of dark, but we ran new hose. So the heater hose there, and this one here, and then right here coming off the block. Those are all new. It holds water, does have water in it. I'm looking underneath. I don't know if you can see that. We are leaking oil, but I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's running down the bottom of the cross member down there. I don't know. But runs very well, actually. We ran it, I don't know, pretty decent time. The fuel system does need to be probably completely redone at this point. You can see here the carburetor isn't really hooked to anything. We had a makeshift fuel system, gravity fed, nothing horribly special. Feeding in right there. So there's probably still some fuel in the carburetor, but The carburetor, like I said, we have the kit for it. I don't think we're gonna even use it. As long as it's working fine, just let it go. We did get some more parts. Next up for this car is the brake system. So the brake shoes are there, and back in the box there is brake lines, brake cylinders. Forget what else is in there, but for right now, oh, we also found, it's probably going to be hard to see, there's a little hole there in the line right there. So there was some water coming out, but I think the water pump works. We were getting fuel pressure, or not fuel pressure, oil pressure. The temperature gauge works. Like I said, there is water in it. We have not leaked any water, which is good. All our all our hoses have held, so that's good. And that distributor, which was on here without a cap or wires, obviously, it worked good. It ran good. I'm good with it. There probably will not be a whole lot going on with this car again for a while. The guy who was helping me work on this is going back home. He lives in Arizona, so it'll probably be a while. But it does run. It runs pretty well. It smoked out the neighborhood when we first started it because we had put a lot of oil into it. But right now it runs pretty good. Next up is going to either be the brakes or the fuel system. Both of those are important. I don't know if I mentioned, the transmission does work. We put some blocks in front of the rear wheels, and it has no brakes, so you know, me pushing on the pedals not going to do a whole lot. But I put it in gear, put it in forward, it worked. Put it in reverse, it worked. So it'll need transmission oil or transmission fluid and all of that. But like I said, next up is the brakes, which we are getting parts for. We have most of them, but we need to get a couple more things. The fuel system, gas tank needs to be dropped. I'm guessing the fuel lines on this are completely rusted out, but we'll find out. We haven't gotten that far yet. We just wanted to get it running, which we did. And yeah, that's about it for this one. So this was part 3. I think in the beginning I said it was part 2. It's not, it's part 3, but whatever. So part 4, like I said, it'll be a while, but hopefully by summer next year, I'm hoping to get this thing drivable. We did find out a little bit more. This is, like I said, a Willys, whatever, Aero Eagle custom, and we found out, I believe last night, that this is one of 11 Eagle customs. So this is a pretty rare car. What we stole half the engine parts off of, a 54 Kaiser Darren, those are pretty rare too, but this is more rare. There were in the 200s of Darrens, 200? I can't remember the exact number. And there's 11 of these, so pretty cool. This also is not the original color combination on this car, and I don't know this. I mean, it needs to be repainted. You can, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's chips coming off the top. There's some paint problems there around the there, you know, it needs to be repainted. The original color combination on this car is white bottom, red top. So I don't know if we're going to paint it that way, and I don't know who painted this red and black. It's been that way as long as I can remember. But you can see the interior is white and red. That is the original color combination, but the bottom, like I said, is white, and then this is red. You can, I know the lighting in here is terrible, but under this paint chip right here is red. So that's how we knew that top was originally red, and the paint code on the firewall up here told us that. But I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. I haven't decided. we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway, for now, this is the temporary, not the end, but the pause, I guess, of the series. We'll come back to it hopefully sooner rather than later, because I want to drive this thing. It looks fun. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time. So here's a little bonus content. We're gonna try and get this thing fired. So I think that's on. So basically we have a tray of fuel that goes in here. The line feeds down into there. Hoping this is sturdy enough. We're gonna find out. All right. We are getting fuel. We don't have a lot of fuel, so we're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, this is not a good idea. All right, take two. All right, well, it runs. We're leaking oil from somewhere, and I can't tell where. And down there, it's hard to see. You might not be able to. Right back there is the line from the fuel pump, which is not connected to anything. And there was something coming out of it. So I don't know what that's about, but at least it still runs the day after. So I'm good with it. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.